Right, God, we've got to go see Gavin. Come on, let's bite the bullet. There's only so much we can piss around in this menu screen. The soldiers and their apparent plans to ambush us are still bothering me. I can't help but worry over. How have they managed to find out exactly what way they were going? Someone must have told them. Yes, we know that much. Told them what? Gavin is standing behind me. He looks relaxed as always, despite of everything going on. You were talking to yourself, yes. I realised. I was there. You look serious. I guess you have a lot to think about. I'll try that sentence again. Fucking hell. I guess you have a lot to think about. What are you and Slimy going to do now? Well, leaving tomorrow. I see. I guess that was expected. What's with that look? How did they know we were here? How could they possibly... I don't know. But you didn't let me finish my sentence. That's oddly suspicious. I must admit, though, that it's quite a coincidence. Usually we see no other humans up here in the mountains, and now both you and those soldiers appear out of nowhere. What do you mean, those soldiers? Aren't you one of them? Isn't it just as strange to find you here? As far as I know, you haven't lived in this town for very long either. Lena, this has nothing to do with me. Why should I believe that? How else could they have known? You think I would just stay here and let you find me if that were the case? Well, you could explain why you're here to begin with. Are you an exile? Who knows? After all, you didn't know who I was when we first met either. Fine, believe what you will. It's obvious you're not going to listen to anyone. What? Run along and fight for whatever it is you believe is right. I don't. I stopped myself before I can finish that sentence. I don't know what I believe anymore. I do. I do. I hasten to add, the last video a couple people, when I put the whole Switzerland thing forward and said it's stupid to stay neutral in a war when you're this close to it, a couple people mentioned Sweden. They sent aid to Finland when they're being invaded. That's picking sides. When we asked for aid from these people, they said, nope, and just ran along. Sweden is not a valid example. Where did that come from, man? You're both myself and Gavin, and I just shake my head. All that happened to bring us here, the ones who had to die, I don't even know why it had to happen anymore. Then why else would you be here? Don't mess around with me. Oh, finally, we're actually going to ask him. Why are you here? Why don't you come back when you can answer that question yourself? I know why I'm here. What? I was escorting someone. I got horribly injured by a dragon. Was the dragon the lizard bloke? Oran, I think his name is, isn't it? I seem to forget. That'd be food for thought. But yeah, basically, look, a dragon threw me off the side of a fucking cliff. It hurt. Someone got healed. That's why I'm here. That's a perfectly good excuse. The one messing around with you isn't me. Not having an immediate answer, I just stare angrily back at him. He just stands there without moving his eyes away himself, as if daring me. Forget it, I don't even know why I even tried to talk to you. I don't either. The game told me to. I turn around and leave without waiting for an answer. Damn straight. Night is falling, but I don't feel like going back to the cabin. I'm not sure exactly how I feel. Something inside me is conflicted. I stand in the drizzling rain, darkness falling around me, recalling the cold voice of Gavin as he answered to my accusations, and then the voice of Tobias. You are exactly what everyone here is trying to get away from. Silently, Aaron appears out of the dark, near me as if materializing out of nowhere. Yeah, he was probably like, I don't know, a piece of grass or something. You are troubled. Well done. I am troubled. Also, just saying, that's not night. This is a day picture with a dark filter put on it. It's not night. It drives me on the wall. Visual novels do this. Look, if it was night, this wouldn't have shadows, would they? The mountain wouldn't have shadows. This rock wouldn't have shadows. This little tree over here would not have a shadow. Everything would just be dark. Grumble, 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 grumble. One more who came just to tell me how wrong I am. I don't turn to look at him, just keep staring into the nothingness while clenching my fists. They are all just running away. Aaron tilts his head slightly, watching me silently, as if trying to figure out what made me make that outburst. They run into the mountains, hiding their problems, and then they blame me. I snap my mouth shut as if stung by guilt with the realization that I said too much. It's not me, it's everyone else, everyone on the outside. How can I be so selfish as to whine about them taking their anger out on me? That's not important after all, is it? For a moment he just watches me in silence. My frustration doesn't bother him the slightest, which only irritates me even more. No, it probably does. This is once he's in this form, he can't show emotion, remember? Also, nothing is his true form, yet he chooses to look like that. Like someone who can't decide whether they want to be 21 or 60. But then he opens his mouth. Running away, is that how you see it? Finally, I turn around and look Aaron in the eyes, unable to keep my composure any longer. Of course! What else are they doing here in no man's land? The world is falling apart, but they just turn their backs to it all. They don't even try to fight for what is right. They don't even choose a side. All they do is turn a blind eye and hope for someone else to take care of the problem so they can live in peace. So they are selfish. Again, it's sticking me into moral quandary, but the more I think about it, the more... I think we're just going to have to settle on it not quite always being black and white, but they're probably more wrong than we are, even though we're a little bit wrong. Aaron turns his gaze away, thinking about my words. It's hard to tell what is on his mind, but he seems awfully calm and collected about the matter compared to me. Yeah, we've already established he can't show emotion. Like, he's pretty much brain dead when he's in this form. Like... Sure, maybe they are not running away. Maybe to them this is a way of taking action. What, by running away? What do you mean? Everything is not black. Yeah, alright. I know it's a good analogy. Don't need to nick it off me, Treacle. There are more than two sides of a matter. These people have come a long way in order to fight for what they believe in against all odds. Instead of hiding behind beliefs they cannot sympathise with, they create their own path after enduring many hardships. Really? Yeah, their way of taking action, and they're being really brave by running. Yes, and the French say it was a brave decision to surrender Paris to the Nazis. And no one believes it. It is a difficult decision, one that should not be taken lightly. I find myself at a loss for words. He says this with a calm but firm voice, not showing any affection for neither them or me. Yes, I know. I get the picture. He doesn't show emotions. Just stating things as they are. It makes me realise that he too sees the world from an entirely different perspective, different from me, from my enemy, from the villagers, and I wonder for how long he has watched the villagers from afar, seeing how they have struggled while trying to build a new life here. A new life, I sigh. So they are fighting too, is that what you're saying? Not everyone can fight with a sword. There are other roles in a war you could fill which doesn't include a sword. I can't help but smile bitterly. This is also different from the way I was taught to live my life. So wrong. Leaving your past and your roots behind, maybe even betraying your homeland and your beliefs. Could I really be wrong this time? Could it be that this is something different from all that? Without knowing why, I suddenly recall Erin's face, the young girl working at the inn with her sister, always smiling. Yes, I know who Erin is! Christ! I've been there once playing the game! Is she a coward too? Why, with only a few sentences you have managed to make myself doubt this much. Aran looks at me again with a slightly puzzled expression. Is that so? Is that all it took you to make you change your mind? Then maybe somewhere you already knew the answer to begin with. I shake my head slowly, smiling faintly again. No, I never knew. Staying in the rain isn't good for a frail human. You should seek shelter. Where is this rain you speak of? I don't exactly see it lashing down, I'm going to be honest. It's clear skies as well. I can see them. Yes, I'll head back to the cottage. I send one last glance back towards Aran before taking my leave. Thank you. I'll think about what you said and ignore it once I realise how stupid it is. Jesus Christ. What is it with these people? It's good saying, yeah, well, they're going to run away and fight for what you believe in. And then, like, I've said it a million times, but yeah, someone comes along and invades, then what do? Expect other people to help you out? Or just succumb to miserableness? Yeah, whatever. There is a certain freshness in the air on a morning after a night's rainfall. It's as if the air is clearer. I stand on the main road watching the drifting clouds above, waiting for Simon to arrive. I'm wearing my full uniform, my sword at my side. Erin is standing nearby, waiting just like me. Gavin is next to her. A couple of the other villagers are roaming about nearby as well. But I act as if I don't notice. By now, the entire town probably knows what's going on. I wonder how many of them are intent on acting as rashly as Tobias if the need arises. Lena, you ready? Simon walks up to me. He casts a quick glance at the small crowd around us. We should leave as early as possible. It's a long trip. Do you have everything you'll need? Yes, everything other than, self-belief, apparently. And, dignity. That's been completely trashed. I didn't get to answer before noticing Tobias at the corner of my eye. Tobias, are you leaving now? Yes, we thank you for your hospitality, but we have to go. Simon is being as courteous as always. The expression on Tobias's face, however, is dark. I see, then I can't let you go any further. Excuse me? Tobias draws his sword as if illustrating a point. You're not leaving this village, so hang on. We don't want to bring war to our village, but we're necessary to kill others in order to not bring war to our village, thus by creating a certain conflict. I'm not sure this is watertight, Tobias. I am very skeptical of this. At first, Simon just stares at him dumbfoundedly. You're going to fight us? Are you even aware of who we are? Simon's tone of voice changes slowly. You can't stop us. Even trying is treason, if not just pointless and stupid. Tobias doesn't move. Simon takes a step forward, ready to demonstrate his authority, but before he even opens his mouth, I interrupt him. Excuse me, sir. Simon stops and looks at me a little bewildered. What is it? I'm sorry, sir, but I will stay here. You are staying? I have to stay and protect this place against the enemy intrusion. I can't go back to the capital yet and leave these citizens behind. I see. Lena. I watch Simon closely, hoping I don't look as nervous as I feel. This is the first time I've ever stood up against him, as I've never had any reason to before. I don't like abandoning Simon like this, but nevertheless. Simon looks down for a moment and sighs. You're right. We can't leave. Going back will take too long for the enemy roaming our lands freely. Sir? I will stay here as well. You are the last one alive on this mission. I can't leave you behind. So what? We're just going to fucking pitch up a cottage and live here for the rest of our lives? Alright. The last sentence was said in such a low voice that I could only just hear him. No one else noticed. Then what are you going to do? I turn away from Simon and face Erin and the other villagers. I will fight. The enemy is few in numbers and ordinary soldiers are no match against a Templar. With the help of this village, we should be able to win. Erin looks shocked, while Gavin just raises an eyebrow. You will take them on alone, if I have to. There are two of us already. We are not without a chance. Alright, then I'll join you two. What? And the good moral ending is the whole fucking... Let's give it a chance. Hang on. You? What, you still think I'll stab you in the back? This is my home too. I intend to defend it. I'm sure you can use anyone capable of handling a sword. You won't be able to... I won't find many of those around here. Gavin. Then count me in as well. Tobias sheathes his sword. His expression barely changes in spite of him suddenly deciding to side with us. I guess to him the goal is still the same. You sure? Is his friendship really this fickle? Very well. Simon shoots another displeased glance at Gavin, obviously unsure of how much of a good idea it is to just let him be. Seems like he still has some convincing to do. I'll help you as well. I can't fight, but there must be other things I can do. Of course, help is appreciated, but I would prefer not bringing more people into danger than necessary. Of course, we can still use your support back in town. Yes, Chop Chop, we'd like you to clean and cook for us. Fucking, is this where we're going? Erin nods in determination, her sister Mary showing the same expression at her side. Are you sure? She's just like, fuck him! And she's just like, someone's got to do it. Christ. Little sister syndrome. We will have to decide on a plan of action. If we could borrow your inn for this purpose, then I would be grateful. Of course, you're all welcome. A quiet buzz spreads through the onlookers. It's strange how the atmosphere changed in just a few moments. It's as if these last seconds have brought us closer to the inhabitants here than ever before. A welcoming, supportive atmosphere spreads around us. It takes me by surprise, and suddenly I feel anxious about my decision and about whether I will be able to fulfill my ambitious promise to protect the people here. Well, there's 4 warriors. That's a lot. It's not a lot. We're all going to die. Then I notice Simon stepping close up beside me. I look up and our eyes meet. There is a gentle and supportive look in his eyes, as if you've seen right through me already. Come, Lena. Let's go in the inn with the others. I just nod and follow him towards Erin's inn. There is no time to regret my decision now. Lena! Erin waves at me. She and her sister are still standing outside the inn talking. Hello. That was great, Lena. I'm happy you decided to stay. And everyone appears to be going against everything they've said. Because I'm staying, but alright. She smiles, looking honestly happy about my decision. Mary nods and smiles as well. Mary looks more calm and reserved than her sister as usual. The atmosphere certainly has changed all of a sudden. The fighting will take place somewhere away from here, won't it? It will, as much as is possible. Hopefully we won't be involving anyone here. At times like this, I wish I could fight as well as you do. I feel a little useless. Oh no, not at all. So, what did Erin tell us earlier? What was it? What would you have us do? Stick a sword in our hands? And we were made out to be the evil, horrible bastard one out of that equation. And now Erin's like, oh, I wish I could fight with a sword in my hands. Oh, Lord. Please don't hesitate to call us up for anything you would need. We appreciate someone from the outside wanting to help us. Yes. Well, I hope it will stay that way. I can't help but think of how someone like Tobias was ready to jump on us just a moment ago, but seeing these two looking happy reassures me that I made the right decision. But I first have to worry about the fight before me.